Hello, my name is Christopher Daniels, aka Miss Ginger Devine, and I am one of your readers for this summer's Drag Story Hour. Now, every year, as part of the planning process, we have Story Selection Day, where I come down to my library's branch and I read through all of the books that the librarians have pre-selected for me to choose from, ultimately choosing 3 books to read at the actual story time. And we thought, what a brilliant idea to invite you along and give you a behind-the-scenes look at how I go about choosing the books for story time, as well as a sneak peek about the books that I might be choosing this year. Are you ready? Come on, let's go. Now, our amazing and dedicated team of librarians have already done most of the work for me. God bless them. And they have pre-selected these 46 titles for me to choose from today. Most of the books that they have selected are a part of the Drag Story Hour Read Alouds. Also, most of them have LGBTQIA plus themes around love and acceptance, and all of them are fabulous and have compelling narratives and wild characters, and I cannot wait to read them. Now, I'm going to read through all 46 of these titles. Ultimately, today, I'm going to choose 6 to take home with me because I couldn't possibly make a final decision today. That is way too much pressure. I need to take 6 home with me, and I need to debate about it. I need to sleep on it. I need to go back and forth, and ultimately, I will choose 3 to read during our Drag Story Hour. And you'll need to come to Drag Story Hour to find out what those final 3 selections are. Shall we get to reading? It's my favorite part. So here's what I'm looking for when I'm choosing books. Now, I don't know who's going to be in the audience, so I always want to make sure that whatever titles I'm choosing represent a diverse range of experiences, of families, of lives, because we know that there is life-saving power when children see themselves represented in stories, whether it's in books or television or movies, see their families represented, see their lives represented. Also, I'm a comedy queen, if you couldn't tell, so I am looking for books that I feel I can add something to, that I can elevate, that I can make funny, make little asides to the audience, and make jokes that are going to have the kids and the adults in the room laughing. I also love a good Lifetime Movie of the Week moment. So I love having a book that has a deep message to it, something really heartfelt, something that's going to maybe shed a tear or two. I love it. Also, one book always has to have animals. That is just a given in Story Hour. Of course, unicorns are a crowd favorite, so I typically choose a book that has unicorns, and there are many books about unicorns to choose from. I also like to pick books that invoke audience participation, whether that's through a repetitive phrase or song that is done over and over throughout the book, or maybe a silly dance, something that brings the kids and the adults into the experience of the story hour. Because that's ultimately my goal in all of this. I want kids to be excited about reading. I want them to leave story hour and maybe sign up for their very first library card or check out a bunch of books to engage with over the summer. That is what I want to do with Drag Story Hour, is to really convey the transformative power of reading. All right, everyone, I think I'm good to go. I have my set of books that I'm going to take home with me and read through them a couple more times to determine our final selection. One that I loved was Harriet Gets Carried Away by Jessie Sima. Oh, so good. I loved the story. It was so fun. I cannot wait to read this one. Just Add Glitter. Now, some of you might remember this was actually the first book that I read for Drag Story Hour. And Just Add Glitter, it was so fun because I was able to invite the kids to just scream, "Just add glitter," because it's repeated throughout the story. So I think I actually might be reading this story again. And then The Return of Thelma the Unicorn, because you know you always gotta have a unicorn story. And this one is by Erin Blabby. Ah, so good, so funny. So I may or may not read those books, but I guess you'll have to come to Drag Story Hour and find out. And now it's time to check out our books. So I have my handy dandy Washoe County Library System book, and I'm at the self-checkout station, so I can do it all myself. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure of story selection for Drag Story Hour. We hope to see you this summer. We have some amazing activities. It's going to be so much fun, and I hope to see you there. Happy reading, everyone.